into marriage. So since we are on general revision, what were the things we spoke about during the premarital counseling class? Sorry, I'm not in the house, so my video may not be on.
Okay, I think one of the very first points was that most of the time we talk about premarital counseling, which we just have but two persons coming immediately for counseling. Meanwhile, we ought to have a premarital counseling from our kids as they are growing up. That's preparing them, like preparing the girl child to grow up as a woman, and also the boy child to also grow up as a husband. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that's trying to tell them how to live like a man. Like if we take the common example where our mothers will usually tell the daughters, oh, you have to learn how to cook, tomorrow you'll be in somebody's house. We also have to reverse this, or we also have to redirect this image. Sorry, there's so much noise.
Okay, I'm getting you.
Yeah,
I'm getting you.
We also have to redirect this kind of counseling to our sons. Also, yes, preparing them that they should also know that tomorrow they will grow up, they will become a man, and how they should be able to run their homes or live with their wives. Yeah, that was one of the major points under premarital counseling.
Okay. Any other person, Annie? Any other person? Carol, Pastor Evelyn, what did we say about the premarital? Are you forgetting me?
Yes, please.
Yes. 5 on 5.
All right. Thank God. Because I said I'm not in the house, so I want to be sure that people are getting me.
I can recall one small thing. That's for me.
Okay.
Yes. So you also said, as counselors, you have to understand what marriage counseling or marriage and relationship counseling is all about before you are going in for the counseling. You cannot counsel people on what you don't know. Like, you cannot give what you don't know. So you have to understand the concept very well before you can be able to dish it out to others.
Yeah, that's good. I said marriage counseling is not for people who are married. It is for people who are passionate about marriage and healthy marriages, and people who love to learn. Can we remember that? Because
yes,
somebody can be married, but because the concept of a counselor and the passion for marriage, to the person, marriage is what he is living or she is living. You see, so to that person, if you ask that person what is marriage, is the way I'm living with my wife, or is the way I'm living with my husband. So a marriage counselor goes beyond. Did I say so?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
yes,
You have to
please.
have the passion to see healthy marriages, to see people living well. That's why I say you always want to see a young boy, start teaching the young boy responsibility. You want to see a young girl, you start teaching the young girl responsibility. So that's how it goes. Okay, any other contribution?
Actually,
or any worry?
Really, the worry on this issue of premarital counseling was that on that issue of dating. dating, which you said,
Okay.
yeah, yes, that you do not really buy the idea of
Encourage it.
dating. Yes.
All right.
Yeah,
I want
but
to clarify something. Yes, I'm listening, ma'am.
yes.
Sorry, let me not cut you short. Just say what you were saying.
Okay, because you said you encourage courtship, which is actually when the people actually identify that they can put up and go through with that relationship, and that you did not buy the idea of dating. But when I was trying to like read some other school of thought, it was like dating is that period where you just met somebody, you don't know much about the person, and then you people want to get together, know the person before you get even into courtship.
Into courtship. Okay.
Yes.
Yes. Now, we're discouraging dating from the school of thought or the idea of what it was defined. Now,
Okay.
yes, some people define dating, the way they define the dating is a period where you get to know each other. That's why if you hear Pastor Evelyn and I, we said, we don't really encourage it for Christians.
Okay.
Because more often, in finding themselves, they become perverse.
All right.
But it is a good concept if it has to limit boundaries have to be set. They set a lot of boundaries.
Yeah.
They put their boundaries. So, like what I said, friends, you interact, but you know your boundaries.
Yeah.
You have not yet told a girl, or a girl has not yet said yes. Most often with boys, you just become fond of that environment, not being specific, but you're intentional about what you are up to.
Yeah.
So much so that in a group, a boy can have 3 girls in a group, right? But he has one. So that period of acquaintance without giving intention. Yeah. But one thing is
Okay.
very dangerous in environment in churches. Why do we discourage it? A brother goes to this sister. I was trying whether it will go. It doesn't go tomorrow. But if we put that when you are ready, because courtship has a follow-up, but dating does not have no supervision, any supervision.
Yeah. Okay. 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 That is why we don't really tie with it as counselors. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
When you say courtship, it means this person has said that, oh, I like this girl. I think we can get serious. From that time, the pastor, the mother, family, 1 or 2 persons, authority are involved.
Okay.
1 or 2 authorities are involved, which can help
Yes.
them to really be disciplined.
Okay. Yeah, what I'm really taking now from it now is that dating has no follow-up.
Yes. See, we just want to know. Let's try whether it will work. But courtship is intentional. So imagine, like, it's very dangerous in churches. Imagine a brother going around to try girls. I was trying. That day I have not told you now, so it's a lie. But they were too close, but they have not spoken. They come, mommy, I've told you. Your daughter is with a boy all around. You want to, I say it's my friend. So you will not say anything. You see? You just say, okay, be careful. But if the daughter says, this boy, this is his intention, when the boy is coming, the way you will look at the boy, it will be different. Yeah. Okay, Mom. Papa D, welcome.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Any other worry? We spoke about courtship.
Yeah,
our last. Welcome, sir.
Welcome, ma.
I'm happy to be
Yeah,
on board with you today.
yeah. I got you already keeping the class going. That's good. That's essentially what we are supposed to do in this last class. So I
Any
got you talking
question? It's to Papa D
about,
or to me will go, since the two
yeah.
of us are there. Where is it only one person here? Auntie Carol, you don't have any question? Her mic is off. It's muted. Okay, Fabia, we're saying something. What were we saying in our last class?
Yes, ma.
Our last class, what was our last topic? Maybe I'm mute. Is it your noise?
But
Where is Mommy Loe? Counselor Laura.
Papa D, welcome.
Thank you. So why are the others quiet?
Okay. Papa D, can I
Okay,
ask a question?
I can see. Yes, yeah. Go ahead.
I want to ask the counselors, generally,
Yeah.
how can they summarize this session as a counselor? What is your summary of this first session of the school? So what can you say? What are the things you have picked? Peculiar, not just to marriage, but as a counselor. Yes, ma'am.
Generally, as a counselor, what I have picked and I have to really work on and master it is on emotional intelligence. Yes, which is the ability to manage my emotions and that of other persons, and to know how to, in a positive direction, in order to maintain a good relationship. So if I know how to manage my emotional intelligence, I'll be able to know how to have empathy for others, and then that will help me in actually solving conflicts between individuals or maybe couples when they come up, when there are issues. And then what I've also gathered was also on our last class, improving on self-esteem. That is, at a point in time in my life, I need to evaluate myself, ask questions. What is it that I need? What is it that I need to improve on? And how can I improve on it? And that, as a counselor, I'm not supposed to assume that those I'm counseling know, especially in premarital counseling. I have to make sure that I impart the knowledge on them without taking for granted or assuming that they know. Generally, as you said, I think that's what
Fadi, over to you. I allow you with the coordination. Maybe congratulations.
Well, it's not. You are not allowing me like leaving me.
No, I'm there.
Yes, I want to say that last night, with the difficulties of the network, I was connected and Omike was connected before leaving, even
I
as
have
she
my
just
own
came in from.
contribution. Papa D, wait.
Yes, you will give your contribution. Wait. So Omike came in, and then I remember that I could only have, because we generally assess that the network problem was poor almost everywhere. The Mabia was connected and Loveline was connected. And a remark that I was making was Mabia has kind of been like the most punctual. Yes, I'll get back to you. Mabia has been like the most punctual student, an award-winning student. So,
Mabia, share your worry me.
Yes, so Mabia needs a wine.
yes. And looking for Mabia's prize. So this is, I'm sure you're getting me. This is the essence for this class. The essence for this class is not to give you an exam and give for this school. Is for you to be able to inculcate, imbibe some marriage to the point that if they get you up from bed, you'll be able. This is what I've gained from this school, from this class, for this time. And we are not looking forward to say, okay, state that on this class we had this point, on this class we had this point. No. Because when you be faced with a situation, you will not, the points, no. But the thing that is inside of you will come out. What you have learned will come out. So this is why this class, this revision, review, discussion, and deliberation class are important. And let me, for the assignment that the coach instructed me to write. He said, every student is expected to get one topic from all the courses through their prepare topic and growth, be it on understanding what that kind of be like the core topic, which kind of like you can really readily identify with it. In that, personally with that topic, intend to apply it in your personal life, marriage, family, and ministry as a counselor. So in these discussion classes, those are the way that we are looking forward to. So we will be opening to hear many talk, but know that today, even as we begin, presentation may not be too systematic, But today we are sitting on the movie, Nigerian movie of Mount Zion movie, and the title of that movie is kind of church committee. No, that marriage committee is a committee where in a church or in a ministry where before two people are supposed to marry, this committee will deliberate. This committee will look into their life, look at the stakes, what has the things that has been done, what are the things that is expected of them, have they been able to keep up to the standards. And so if the committee are the ones to deem it necessary whether the relationship will continue, whether they will go ahead with the marriage, if there is something. So let's look at these discussions and open discussions that we are going to be having, like a kind of, we are all now on the same platform, even though there will be teachers and all of that, but we are all now in the same platform and we want to hear us talk. Let us talk so that we will be learning from each other. So that is it. Pastor Mirabe, thank you for all the coordination that you have. Thank you, Mahabia, for the response. I went detailedly, but I was trying to really commend you on that, on your participation, on your active participation and punctuality in all the classes that we have. So now let me listen to the esteemed counselor, Marlene Laura. Is she there? She was bubbling. Let me hear her. She is one of the most interactive students as well. Is Laura still connected? If it's not there, Pastor Evelyn, maybe kind of network. Welcome back. Let's hear you.
I'm kind of lost.
Yeah, welcome.
Pastor Evelyn, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
All right, welcome back, man.
Thank you.
Yes, Papa D was just saying that you just tell us, we are in a panel. Let's talk about marriage committee. What do you think? Oh, Papa D, you are there, please, sorry. Like in this class, as a counselor specifically, because we talk about counselors. So just tell us, you are in a marriage committee, what are the things that you feel you can tell, you can counsel or you can help somebody? I think so. Is that it, Papa Z?
Yes, what are the things that have kind of strike your attention in the course of this school, in the course of all the classes? What particular thing, what particular topic, what particular course kind of struck your attention that you could readily and personally relate with, and which has maybe come something that you are in the dark, that you are kind of now, you are now illuminated, you are now enlightened, and in which it's like you have just woken up from sleep and you cannot wait to be a blessing to someone.
When Well, okay, from the beginning of the class, the rain is coming down my end here. The rain has started
Yes,
falling, so
all
I don't
through
know
the
if you
course.
people.
Network is, it's as if network is also interrupting her. Network is so.
Counselor Laura is there. Oh.
Yes.
One of this.
Okay. Let's hear. Let's hear her.
Mommy Law, are you there? Want to hear from you. Why is Mommy Carol?
She says, I don't know if I am still, has been kicked out by network. We see her connected, but she's wondering if she's still connected. So we see there's equally Mommy Mborong Caroline. If she is connected.
Papa G, I'm talking. Yes. I don't know if you can get me now.
Yes, we are getting you now.
We are getting everyone.
You were muted. You were muted. So you were talking to yourself.
Seriously, I was talking and then I've been shouting here.
You were muted.
Oh God, have mercy. So I was just thanking our coaches for the lesson. It's been a great one. Coaches for everything the foundation they have learned, they have laid for us. I'm so blessed because it has been a cut across foundation. A lot of things that I did not know that I'm holding it now very. Our coaches once more. I want to thank them because I have relearned. I have learned and relearned and unlearned. And what me most is personal development, because in all, before you can give somebody something, you must have it, and you can only have it in your personal development. Personal development is that start where you have to improve. You have to accept that you don't know, and then you start learning. It is only when you start learning and unlearning that you can give to somebody what can help the person, because it's not everything we give that is helpful. I think this classes it was really to position us to know that it's not everything that we give that is helpful. I think it's a guide. It has been a cut across guide, because there are a lot of that for me is my foundation. But beside that, we have a lot. I think all the classes are very interesting and are very helpful for us as counselor, because we don't need to master only one. It's a general, it's a turnaround class, because we don't know the student that will be in front of us. So for that, we have to grow in all the domain. We have to learn and grow in all the domain. That is why I really love this personal development, because it's helping me to know that I have to grow in all the domain, because I don't know who I'll be facing in the future. I really love the personal development course, because it's going to help me to understand all the other. If I can develop myself and grow from here, and then I don't think there is anything that will be a hindrance to me, or there's any student that will be in front of me that will be unable to help by the grace of God.
Wow, that's so great. That's so great. Yesterday, I remember Miss Loveline. She spoke about the class on high esteem, building self-esteem. And when we asked again, I asked again, she spoke about emotional intelligence. And then when you look at those courses, you discover that they are being linked up, be it emotional intelligence, personal development.
That's true.
Discover that building your self-esteem is kind of connected to personal development. And exactly that is one of our intentions in this school, to make the difference, was to bring in these other courses that will really foster and enhance your marriage relationship, or your knowledge as a counselor in the sense of marriage. Pastor Mirabel Bell with us that in many schools, one of the things that they usually highlight too much, there are things of horoscope, this thing they call introvert, extrovert, psychological things, which are very important. But you see, this side that we are bringing in on personal development, emotional intelligence, self-esteem, there are things that will make you just to really blossom. And it is a kind of bonus. I think it's a bonus for this, we that are the founding students of this school, because in our in our next year or other development, those schools, because we have looked at the work, is really enormous. Yes. We discover that as time will come, under the Blossom Life Academy, we will have School of Personal Development, School of Marriage Counseling, School of Coaching, School of Finance and Business, all of that. So I want to assure you, even as we will be ending this module soon, but when we launch the next module, all of these founding students, you people are really having double advantage, double advantage. So we want to thank God for the coach and for her largesse, to freely being ready to freely give and to bring out all this course all in a once. So we want to really thank God for her, and we know that this school is taking another 10. Let me ask you again. I remember one of the class that you were so heated in discussion, where even when the class was off, you were still trying to drag. It was a class with that decay. The class that was so much.
I think it was still under personal development.
Yeah.
Okay. Personal development 1.
Okay. So that class was so compacted and multifaceted.
Papa was teaching us 5 areas to counsel people or yourself, something like that.
Okay, let's hear you. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Papa Z.
Yeah. So with all the things that you were hitting with, let's just hear how has that kind of helped to reposition you, not only as a counselor, but first as a wife? Are there some of the things that your husband has noticed, that there have been some changes and some things in this and all of that? Let's just hear.
Pastor T, that one, why, Papa, you two, you are just digging me. You know that you like this, there are some husbands that if they notice, they'll just be looking at you, corny like that. They'll not even tell you that they have noticed a change. They'll just be looking at you, corny, that they'll not even tell that you have changed or not. So that's some of you guys like that. Some of you husband, you are terrible. Terrible in a positive sense.
Yeah.
Because I want to keep pushing us to be working very hard. You see, I don't want to flatter her, and then she thinks that she knows it already. Let me just stay quiet and then let her keep on working.
I understand. So I think that in the next module, there are still going to be the course on communication in marriage. So maybe when you get that course, one of the things that I will suggest to you, even as you are learning, he is aware of school. If he is not aware, who must have paid your school fees? So after seeing the changes, he should be ready maybe to give you bonuses. So what I want to say is, maybe you start by carrying him along. Some of the things that you learn in class, you share and train him. He is equally, he
Papa.
become a marriage counselor. And don't make as if you are
Papa,
trying to. Yes.
The truth is that even there's still one thing we meet them and fight is that argue a lot. So, so I'm very sure that during that time I'll argue, I can lightly shatter everything down, learn in his mind.
Okay. Okay, it's well. We'll be coming back to you again. Let's hear from the person I called before. Ma'am.
But I want to thank you because on the communication I have really improved. Because I think by the grace of God, God also helped me to know that there are many ways of communication. And let me shock you that these classes, you don't even know what you're doing, because in Casey wedding, I'm actually taking a part in the bridal shower. That is communication. That's my role, communication in marriage. That's my role that I'm taking, my own discussion part. And I think it's because of this that I grew in another area, because I had to understand that I usually hear about communication. I thought that it was only through speech, through language. But through these courses and my constant prayers, and I came to realize that there are many forms of communication, many diverse manner of communication. And I think I've been applying it. There are times that I've understood that I must not talk. Yes. And then I go another way around, which is still communication.
Yeah. Great.
So, yes. So it's not only by talking. You have to study at first I just knew that I had to talk. But I've grown to know, by the grace of our classes, to know that it's not in every situation that I talk. There are situations that you can use their action. You can use something else. You can solve something else in this place of communication, which is still communication, to solve that moment. And so I've learned a lot. I think in Casey Bridal Shower, by the grace of God, I'm going to give a bit of what I've learned here, and you'll be amazed to know that you have really grown you have trained a big student.
Wow, that's great. Wow, that's great. That's the purpose and the vision of Blossom Life Academy, to see homes block, marriages transform, families and nations transform. Let's hear. I want to hear Mommy Pastor Evelyn. There's one that Pastor Mirabel, there's one of these students that was already having some cases about divorce, or a man that left the home, and she was always having some issues that are really practical. I want to hear from that student what, after going through this course, this first part of the course, what what are some of the things that has awakened in her as a counselor, and what are some of the steps that she's already doing to really reach out to some of these people and be a difference, be a blessing to them. Let me hear either of these students. Am I talking to Madam Moro Caroline, or is it Pastor Evelyn?
Yeah, Papa.
The network is breaking. Both of them there is like both of them. It's like both of them that are trying to talk. Let's hear from Mommy Moro Caroline first before we get to Pastor Evelyn.
Okay. Hello. Can you please hear me? Hello.
Yeah, it's coming and going, but I can hear you. Yeah, welcome.
Okay. Okay, Papa G. Good evening to you. Good evening to everyone.
Good evening. The network is breaking. The network is breaking. There was a position where you were. There is a position where you were that it was coming where maybe you shifted from that position. Not his free. With difficulty. Yes, it was almost coming now.
Is it better now? I don't know what to
It's
do.
good now. It's good now.
Okay.
Remain there. Don't move.
Okay. As I was saying earlier, I was thanking you people for all the wonderful knowledge that you have been giving us all this while. It's true that I have been able to participate in all the classes because of sometimes network issues, sometimes moving up and down, sometimes the data will cut me short. But thank God for being part of this class. What Mommy Laura was already saying is the personal development. Because as Mommy was teaching us, she told us that before you say something, you must know that thing. So if I don't develop myself in the counseling information, I will not be able to counsel anybody. So because she said when you're not growing, you will be dying. Even though I know it's going to really take time for me to be perfect, but it is the important thing is that I know exactly what I need to do. I need to work hard to be able to give what I will have. And that one, I will have to first of all work on myself. I will have to first of all know what marriage is all about. I'll have to know all the types of marriages. I'll also, in short, all the lessons that we have already learned are the things I am going to sit down on my own and work on it and make sure that I know very well in such a way that when I am counseling somebody, I will not need to go back to my notes before I bring anything out. So I will need to really sit down and work hard on it, on my personal development, develop myself, learn, relearn, and unlearn. Thank you very much.
Wow. That's powerful. So on that particular course, or whether you say the course that took you much attention is the personal development, what particular aspect of personal development What particular aspect?
The particular aspect of
That
is
in which you constitute your
the particular aspect of the personal development in which I want to really learn is focusing on myself, to growing myself on a particular, growing myself on what I want to do, growing myself on knowing the types of marriages, to know the types of marriages and how to counsel each and every one from where, knowing their particular problem before I will know what to do. So if I have already grown myself in knowing the types of marriages, knowing what should be done, when and how, then I don't think there will be a problem when somebody will come around.
Yeah. Okay. So before maybe looking forward to counsel somebody in your own personal life, let me ask, are you married?
Recently, I'm married recently. It's just a year ago that I got married.
Okay.
Yes.
So I hope these classes, they have kind of also boost your marriage life. And imagine you just got married, it's just about a year. So it will be much advantageous for you to reposition on a lot of things. Maybe that you got married before without knowing.
Exactly. There are so many things that I did not know before getting married. There are so many things that if I was to maybe start again, maybe I will still wait for a year or more before I will start thinking of getting married. There are so many things that
I knew that this word
that because of this class,
I knew you were
I
coming
tell
to
you
that.
honestly, there are so many things that I never knew before that I've just known now. So this class exactly know I am really my personal, I'm really learning for myself first of all before I will be helping others. And I know that the things that I am going through because of ignorance, I will not like one of my dear sister to go through what I'm going through. Also, sometimes we really need to learn. We don't need to close ourselves. I've really been closed. If it was that if I was a talking type, I would have known many things. But I thank God for this. I thank God for these classes. I thank God for Mommy Fogwe who brought this idea up.
Yeah.
Your husband is getting a better version of the wife.
Wow. Wow. That's powerful. Now I'm getting you now. So that's what we talk about, relating it personally. I remember in the course of premarital counseling, Pastor Mirabel said the 7 steps to premarital counseling. One of the points that I heard, she said, get them the people who are preparing to get married to discover themselves.
Yes.
To discover, and we are glad that in this school, through the personal development, through the emotional intelligence, through all the different classes, you are able to discover yourself, because that is where it starts from. You have not yet started living until when you discover yourself. When you start discovering yourself, the journey begins. So I heard Pastor Mirabel and Mabia really reacting on that. Pastor Mirabel, you have something to say?
Yes, Pastor D. Pastor D, there is. In fact, when Pastor Mew was talking about that personal development, that dating. In fact, I did not even first of all know what dating was all about. I had to ask them that what is meant by dating until I was told what dating was. So
the word was courtship.
Courtship. Yes, there was courtship,
yeah.
which I never know what it was. It was all about. You know, if there had been really time for courtship, during
Yes.
this period was not the things that I have learned here. There are so many questions that I would have loved to ask, which of course I did not know that this is supposed to be like this, this is supposed to be like this. You know, this classes actually has opened so many things in my head. I thank God for you people. I thank God for you people. That's why I always sit here every day. I'm not even asking a question. I'm not even saying anything. I'm just listening. And what I hear, and what I don't understand, I keep quiet.
Wow. Wow. But now we hear you now. We hear you now. We in Matthew, in Matthew chapter 16. The Bible says that when Jesus got to Caesarea with his disciples, he turned and asked them, "Who do men say that I am?" So the disciples, they started rumbling. Some say you are John the Baptist, some say you are Elijah, some say you are the Messiah. Then he said, "Who do you say I am?" He wanted it to be personal. Your personal encounter, your personal revelation. And the Bible says, Peter spoke up and said, "You are the Christ, Messiah, the Son of the living God." And Jesus said, "Peter, you are Simon Bar-Jonah, and I unto you, you are the rock. And upon you, this rock, I will be my church, and the gates of hell shall not prevail against it." Now, the first thing was, when Peter knew God, now he discovered Christ. When he answered the question of Christ, now he discovered himself. That's the purpose of Christianity. When we know God, we know Christ. Because Jesus came to reveal God. And when we know Christ, we discover ourselves. And that's the purpose of this class. This self-discovering is the base for your own journey. And if you follow the courses, the classes were especially the personal development and growth, maximizing how to maximize growth and all of that, you discover that the coach was a sort of her own testimony. What changed? Over the years, she was a kind of business entrepreneur, having a shop, speaking to women and all of that. But I can assure you, somebody that has been close to her, I can assure you, over the last 2 years, there has been a shift. And that shift has been because of discovering herself. So it is our prayer and joy, Mommy Mborong Karonai, that as you, through this school, you have been exposed to this thing and you're discovering yourself, that there will not only be changes in your marriage and your relationship, but you will really affect life, affect marriages, and even in your church, where you are coming from, that you will be a blessing. Thank you so much. You still have something to say before I get back to Pastor Evelyn?
Okay, I wanted just to conclude by saying that, as far as we know that God is the foundation of all this marriage we're talking about, anywhere I find difficulties, I'll always look onto the commandment and the directives of God, and I think that will be perfect.
Okay, that's great. Thank you for that feedback. Let's hear Pastor Mirabel. Anytime you want to step in, you just step in. But let us hear. Oh, Pastor Evelyn is no more connected.
We have not heard from Annie. Annie has not said anything. Is she there?
Annie is one of the teachers. So let's hear Annie, the assistant teacher, the moderator.
Papa D,
in moderation.
Yes.
you have exhausted everything.
No, we got you how you corrected it.
Tell us what you have exhausted.
Okay.
When you corrected when she mentioned dating, instead of courtship, you said it is courtship. It was not dating. the word talk about dating, but the Christian talk about courtship. That was good. Then let's continue.
Thank you, Papa D. So I'll start from development, growth. That was one of the striking topics so far, because you cannot really give what you don't have. So, and when growing, you have to look behind. Like at the beginning of the year, we always set goals for the year. So at the end of the year, you should go behind and see if you were actually growing or you went out of what you set. Because at times we'll set goals and at the end of the day, we'll be pursuing different things, but thinking that we are still in it when we are already out of it. Yes. So for growth to be maximized, it must be strategic.
Yeah.
You have to strategize it before it can be maximized. You cannot just leave it in space. It should not just be spacey. It has to be strategic. So you have to be focused on that particular thing that you want. Be focused. Like if you discover where you are lacking, be intentional about growing yourself in that particular area. Don't be flying everywhere, because if you fly in all aspects, you will end up not learning anything. Yes, then from there, another topic that really caught me so very well is self-esteem. There are times that people just talk you down. You want to believe that what they are saying is true. And especially in marriages, at some point like this, at some point they want to body shame you. They want to make you like lose it all. Like I remember one time somebody made a comment that short people cannot get married. And I was like, that thing now entered me somehow. I'm like, hey, so us that are short now like this, it means that it's already finished for us. So at the end of the day, I discovered that it was just because you are tall, you feel that a short person cannot do this. So yeah, that's when I discovered that I stepped out of it. So the way I talk about short people, you want to reduce your size to be short. Yes. So nobody can talk me out of that, because there are a lot of girls, when they go into relationship, the man will be like, look at you, you are even like this, you are like this. And the girl will always feel a type, like even to come out in front of people, she will be like, no, she want to you always shy away. You'll be like, no, I'm not good for this person. This person is too good for me. Says who? I'm too good for anybody. So nobody can tell me that he's too good for me. No. So when you put it like that, and then when that self-esteem really is something that I have to go deep and develop myself and get more knowledge and grow in that aspect, because I want to go out there and teach about that. It's high time. Yes, because when you discover you didn't create yourself, so people want to make you feel as if you are the creator, because God made you to come out well, straight. Does not mean that the other person is not God's creation. So you don't have to make as if the person created his or herself. And for chubby people, for people that are chubby and sexy like us, people will always be like, people are fat. But no way.
I trust you.
People will always be like, no, fat people, it means that you are not feeding well. Says who? What I eat, I don't think that you can eat. So the fact that you can be thin, but the junk that you are eating, I don't have that junk. It's just my
Yeah.
body. So I should not feel bad about it. So nobody can body shame. That was my own take home. Nobody can body shame me. Yes, the me that I am is the best. And the you
Oh,
that
yes.
you are is the best. So yes. And then one
Yeah.
last thing I got to from courtship.
Yeah.
We us the young and single girls, we go into, out to relationships out of excitement. You don't take time to really look at that compatibility stuff between you people. You are just excited about the thing. So it's during these lessons that I actually, what I thought was compatibility was not really compatibility. It was just, I don't know if I can put it infatuation or some kind of pity stuff. You are with somebody because you feel, that kind of emotional blackmail. Somebody will now come and blackmail you emotionally. You are with the person not really because you want to be there, but you are feeling pity. In fact, you are pitying the person. But what will happen when you get into marriage? That pity will no longer be there. You will not be seeing the real person.
all through your life.
That's the thing. You have to pity through your life. So, in fact, if I want to start talking, we'll sleep here. Let me just leave it here.
Wow. Where is the courtship teacher? Is she still there?
She's there.
Yeah, before maybe Pastor Mirabel will say something. Do you know that if you don't devalue something, the price will not go down?
True.
So sometimes that is the strategy of some men, is to devalue you. Not like they don't know your value or they don't love you.
Yeah, they feel that you
devalue
are
you.
up there. They want to bring you down there to get you.
Yes.
I'm
When they
understanding
bring you
very well.
down now, then you will say cheap. So I think that this building your self-esteem, you really understand the reason for many of the complex. Yes, many of the complex. But why do I have an impression that from when I was growing, I know that short people are always too bold. Bold. A short man cannot be somewhere without you noticing. Have you ever noticed like that?
Yes, short people have mouth, but they don't have power.
Short people, they provoke.
They have touched our knees and tried
It's true, Papa D, because I take myself as an example. I cannot go anywhere without anybody noticing me. If you don't notice me through my voice, you will now notice me through what that I'm short. It's under my mouth. It's under my mouth now that will announce me.
So let me ask you, is it a kind of an offensive attitude?
Daddy, no, Papa D, it is, I can say it's defensive. We are being defensive.
Okay, defensive.
Yes, we are being defensive because we know that at any point they can step on us. So
now, so you understand. So you are being protective.
Yes.
Because you already kind of like, without order anything, you are already reading. Do you understand? Yes. So this is that's where that cause come in. Because there is low self-esteem, there is high self-esteem. Yes. Both of the high or the low, they are all complex. Yes. So yes. I think that the cause really was to help you know that you don't have to be trying to show that you are wrong, be trying to prove a point, be trying to, yes. Because when you really discover yourself, you will know, personally, I am wonderfully and beautifully made.
Of
Amen.
course.
Oh, yes.
100%.
Yes. And that you are the only you that God has ever had in the whole world. Nobody will ever be like
yes.
you.
There is no better me than the me that I am.
Yes. So you celebrate everybody. You see somebody that is tall, you celebrate them.
Yes, sir.
You see somebody that is, because even as you are talking, you meet some people that are shorter than you, you will start thanking God.
Of course. When I see them, I'm happy. I'm like, wow. The way I would then talk to the person is, it will be like we've met for a long time. But I just made you. I'm just so happy. You know, we are just discussing that kind of thing.
You have to work yourself out of that.
Before Pastor Mirabel says,
All right.
yes, the image of God that the Bible says, they say God created you in his image and in his likeness. Is that image is not a physical image. It's not a physical image. It's a spiritual image. And the greatest attention of God is your soul. So some people are taught physically, but very short. They are dwarfs in the spirit. And their soul. I hope you get that. Maybe I was saying something.
Maybe I come and say that something.
No, I'm just saying that it's like you have taken it upon yourself. It seems to be a problem to you that you have built up a self-defense. My policy in life is my actions speak louder than words. So it's what I do that will make people to know who I am. So my size, my height, my color, or whatever doesn't matter. Is what I will present in the public or in my environment, wherever I show up. That is what I take into account. That will make people to know my importance. So I don't need to be fighting. I don't even need somebody to tell me who I am, because first of all, I know who I am. Yeah. So
no,
yes,
maybe I don't fight though. It's just that I've just understood myself and then I'm functioning that way. I'm not fighting. I just understood myself and then I'm now just functioning the way it is.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
When I
right.
see
Yes,
tall people, when I see tall people, I must stand in their middle and take picture. I like until I must always stand in the middle of tall people and take picture, that kind of thing. It's exciting to me. Yes, it's always very exciting to me.
And then there is also compensate in the market. You know, compensate.
I cannot even go anywhere without it though. I have it in the house like a boutique. I have like a boutique in the house. So whenever I want to, it's always with me. I got my covered on that.
But who tell you say short? Who told you are short?
That's a question.
Have you seen short people? Huh? Yeah, the ones that are looking at your.
No,
that is what I'm saying.
No, it's not downgrading. Oh, the way I'm understanding it, maybe you partake understanding it different from the way I'm understanding it. I just said
She's showing us how there have been a shift in her mind and the way she sees herself now as opposed to before, because of the class self-esteem, and she's ready to to develop that and to teach others about building your self-esteem.
Yeah.
Yes. So
Yes, Papa D.
I think that we are picking our different. Yes, we are picking our different areas of the different topics that really caught your attention, and our class again on Friday will be very much serious about those presentations. And mind you, the coach will be there, Mommy K will be there, Daddy K will be there, and because it's going to be our last general session, so I want each and every one of us to prepare for that general session, and try to master your network. If it is orange that you know that it gives well, prepare your orange network. If it is MTN, prepare your MTN network. So let me hear again, who are some good reactions again? Let's hear.
Papa D, let's get this clear. So the presentation is on Friday.
Yes. The presentation will be on Friday. Good enough. We are not many in the course, so each and everyone should at least have at least 10 to 15 minutes, because after you present, we'll ask questions, just as what I'm trying to do. We are trying to do today. So go back again and do some preparations on that key area. Okay.
Okay.